One of these true endings is gonna be like the very end. I just don't know which one. Let's fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense.
This is when Rolo gets kidnapped.
He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Cure. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels. So they're taking the shortcuts.
As they sprinted through the thicket, the branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5.
We're only on chapter 5. I went to chapter 9, the other one.
They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across.
This is that one place from earlier. We found it so much later. That was actually pretty badass. I think we lost them. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. What's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back to the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. What's the readout? Sitting just above 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kieran? Still within safe ranges. It may spread, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge, the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. There's a few more sites to hit, then we can punch out. Let's get this over with. What's all this? Hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weepwood. I'm looking at evidence to say the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. One step, snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. In situations such as these, I think it's best to check stuff first and ask questions later. I can't do anything. Oh, found something. What is this? It's Beacon Pines! It's a town within a town.
Disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
That doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines. How is that possible? You ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all the snow come from? Well, it's colder than normal lately. It's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe it all at leads to one source. You think it's related? What is going on? Well, we gotta get you some answers. Let's keep moving.
The fencing listened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like they put stuff up around Weepwood. The stuff Who put up? I don't know. Luca, where are you?
Had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo cur. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
Seems like the only dangerous thing in the wood is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents. I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mother sure was a handful.
Winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. It's all frozen.
Down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Oh, you know, swim, run. Same thing.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. Everyone we ever knew is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry.
Oh
Seeing
no.
Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
It is pretty late, I think. Probably not a good idea to stumble around in the dark anyways.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence.
That's so sad. The way the snow covered everything over is kind of calming. Yeah. Well, I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? Thanks for keeping away those creeps. Like, I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one to apologize. That all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what the gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney and about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
He motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously, but that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a whore's ass. You were supposed to be one in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. You goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights? It's something to do. You're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rolo are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling the dinky little treehouse mission control.
Openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn. What's with his perfect little life? My life is not perfect. Everyone in town likes you. Not everyone. The new girl hasn't even unpacked it and she already likes you. You have Trish.
His nose with a sleeve.
I love Trish. Trish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I got that
Iggy
impression.
cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh, it must be raining out here. Definitely.
Arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably try to get some rest. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll go out to the bottom of this.
Began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my life, this one wasn't half bad.
The house smelled of warm bread.
It's another dream?
Toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. This is how you remember them, huh? Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams. Still clad in a yellow hazmat suit. Still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww. Look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories. All warm and fuzzy.
Okay.
You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us.
He didn't abandon you.
To look at his father, still
He
lounging on the
died.
couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed,
What in the world?
listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No. We both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall.
This is so sad.
He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt.
But that's not abandoning the family.
I can't lose you.
He just wanted to help.
Calmly removed Eleanor's hand
Even
from his
if it
shoulder.
destroyed his life.
What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest.
I wish there was more to
His
these
heart was
scenes.
racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere.
I'm
Walt
so
gently
invested, I
moved
just want to know
the
more.
device above his ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glared, I promise.
Oh,
With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun. A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in
Grandmama?
contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me.
It was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger. Iggy felt his clenched
The little mouse.
fists lower.
Just what you think you're doing.
Up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep and minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt anybody. Oh, you ain't hurting nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you.
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-headed, scarfy-necked furball. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend? An observer? A hitchhiker on infinite expanse of possibility. Great, how about a name? You must call me something you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a git and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait! Do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are. You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You want to help us or not? Before you know how to leave, one must know where they are. Oh, that doesn't... Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Sharply and began to stomp off.
Oh my goodness. Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
And Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. And look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time gate in Weepwood, or teleported to some alternative universe, or this is just some cruel experiment by Kira and his goons, but this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth, and this also, reality is not much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original true Beacon Pines. You both grew up here, but the town you've called home for your past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You'll need a whole town to replica a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require intense labor power. That's which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail, as far as trivials which complete the travesty, which while you leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain, it's a real aversion to discontinuing. A revelation, even? The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane.
He looked around uncomfortably.
You're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed. Precisely. But why? Why is the question that can never be answered with certainty? The best one can do is uncover
His eyes, furrowed his brow.
the source. Why do you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Began to laugh uncomfortably.
I can't sit still. It's all ridiculous. There's no way that
He reached
could.
down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. But with a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this is really his home,
He sprinted off into the pale distance.
Then where's my house? Iggy, it's too late. It's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood.
Chapter 6. The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving
Oh, the
a
treehouse
in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's
It's
lips.
his father's grave. You're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you, but you've been here alone in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what did I do?
Just snow-covered silence.
Why did you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide. $2.59 Kelvin. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 2:59. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? The grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them would never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey. Don't be such a downer, dude. We took the job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. Huh, weirdo. Maybe that's why Grandma died, but she's still alive. Because it's a clone of her. Here, I thought I was a jerk. These disguises out here are literally dancing on graves.
Stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's not a bad break. That's a bad break. Here's some
Gave
advice.
Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey! Who... any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover. Who's you helping? Iggy, what they did? They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luke Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you, acting like a horse ass, I gotta stand up for myself. Yeah. Kurt and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off the switcheroo for a reason, right? Not to mention something about the source.
Eyes with a sleeve.
Whoever's at the source must be awfully valuable to PH. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to the prize source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. But what if it's too big to smash?
Flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad, I promise. Let's do this, dude. I think we're almost done. So I just want to continue. It can get awful cold out there in these woods, Luca. Probably best you two put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh heavens no, do I seem like a killer to you?
Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Aw shucks, now that hurt my feelings. Screw that guy. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that? Long story. So years back, I came into possession of some prima grade fireworks. Not like wimpy fireworks stuff to give to kids. The good stuff. So why did you bury it underneath a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Rolled his eyes
Is that
with
where the
Rolo's
fire
eyes.
started? No, you didn't.
Stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, those were some primo fireworks. So I might underestimate things. You blew up the chicken coop. I prefer to think of it as a incendiary, fiery redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the look of your faces. Rolo was grounded for months, which is why I needed to stash the evidence lay low. So I buried them under that tree. But when I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. I think we're gonna blow up the source. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're super spaceman, superhero. Spaceman. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? Do you have any idea how powerful we are? Prepare for blast off, loser. I got this.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo, 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 echo. Whoa. I see why they wanted to move us out of town now. Why would they dig a giant hole? I think it is it. The source. This is the source? It's just a dang hole. Why are we gonna smash a hole? Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr. Where's Rolo? I was in line before, he's safe. Well, safer than you two at least. Drat, it's cold. You two just had to drag me all the way down here, didn't you?
Gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What do you do with our town? What's all this? Well, that's a doozer of a question. This is the source where they collect the unrefined...
Scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. What? Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. Well, what you mean you don't know? Aren't you in charge? Oh heavens no, my role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us. You're a smart boy.
Face contorted into a saccharine grin.
God. But it's really nothing personal. Some people are designed to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point we all play part of our lives in life. Mine just happens to be a lead in a role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras ready for your curtain call. You aren't giving up without fights. Your smile's not going to be so winning after we're done with you. Now boys, there's no need for melodrama. It's makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Snapped his fingers.
I don't know how to sit. Scene change. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Can we throw the fireworks down? Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you, regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I throw these in your precious hole? Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. That's far enough.
A single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool. Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can head back for the night. It's a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Whoops. Ooh. Wow.
Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca. Iggy tried to
Oh no, my friends.
struggle, they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
Iggy.
His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child, what have you done? Listen, Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. How? What channel do I use? It doesn't make a difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Cure is out of the picture. Let's just let go and save yourself. If you let go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Cure, you had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfish and just let go?
Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? I'll have you know I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phyllis Young.
Wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Wow, can you believe this guy?
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Cure, just let go. Not can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't gonna kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. No, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
His hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackos travel in packs.
Settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
His voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Bye-bye, Iggy!
Choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good. So sad.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Thought the fires were supposed to blow up in the hole, not escape. I love a goodbye, Iggy. Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before PH arrives. Not until you tell me what happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while anyway. How? Tempest ligament is a particular substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. By doing so requires a huge amount of energy. In a closed system, the energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precise correct amount of energy to it, can create a frozen cascade. So the gunk made things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over. That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaround reaction. I shudder to think what would happen in that case. We already saw that.
What that would look like.
I've seen it. It would take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all this, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my own way. Each of us has a role to play. Iggy's role turned out was to buy his precious time. Mine was to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn, you're going to save the world. You're gonna be the hero.
Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
There's a second game to this?
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a
That's so cool
when
though.
it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.